Oh, yes. Yeah. Let's start today's session. So today we will be we'll be starting from the basic, the fast API development. Yesterday we have done two sessions where using ChatGPT we try to see all the what are all the how to structure and all. But some of the guys who are starting from the beginning, um, though those things structuring and everything, why we are doing, why we are following everything, it should be in phase by phase. So today we'll be starting from basic, the Python fast API framework. Those who guys know the um, only the language, Python programming language, can easily uh, understand what are all the things we are discussing over the framework. First things first, like to start with the Python fast API, it is used for API development. So first things first, we need to understand how the API, what is an API first. uh, 1 minute, guys. uh, so what I was telling is, first we have to understand what is the purpose of API, what is an API. So, knowing the definition, like API is application programming interface, those things and all is fine in normal general terms. So, if you have a front end React and you have a backend Python, so the request and response, like whenever the user clicks in on Flipkart.com and try to click on one product, any product he has, like watches, it will load some pages, right? So now what is happening behind this thing? The user has requested for one product details. The React developer, the React front end will take that request, passes that request to the backend, and backend by receiving that request will give the response. These things is happening through the API, and the communication will be mostly in the form of JSON format, since it is lightweight. So it acts like a bridge. API acts like a bridge which will connect your front end to the back end, which is ultimately to the database via the back end. So what are all the details you are requesting from the front end? It will ultimately come from the database only. You can't directly access the database, right? You need a framework in the middle. So the React app, the request will take it, pass it out to the that request will comes as an API, fast API framework. And then using the framework, you will try to get the data, and then you will send the response. So this is the request response cycle. And there are some tools available online to check, um, to check uh, to test the APIs, basic APIs and all. Most commonly used tools are Postman, and Swagger. So developers should be aware of this using these tools. If not, they want to, if they Google what is Postman, they have to install those things and try to use as much as they can to test these APIs. So what is the fast API? Fast API framework will give the API testing docs. It will give Swagger, which was the another thing, right? Online. So Swagger docs it will give, where we can easily test all our APIs. This is also given by the fast API. So now we'll create from scratch one small application like Hello World, and we'll see what are all the things, what are all the keywords we are discussing over there. One by one, we'll go. Okay, yeah. I'm waiting for any one active users to join. Yes. Okay. Please comment. Please comment, guys, if you are have joined. Actually joined. Okay. So what I was telling is, fast API framework. Um, we will be starting from the basics today, and um, what are all the things we will be starting is we'll be creating a simple hello world uh, hello world application. So let me share my screen. So this is the yesterday's one. We'll deactivate it. So mkdir fast API uh, first application first application. So Python 3 hyphen m vnv. So first app. So this is the command to create a virtual environment. Okay. Now, okay. No. I am done. Let us go inside fast API first. Here we'll run Python 3 hyphen m venv first first app first app. One minute. Sorry for this. So now this is the first app. Now I need to activate it. So source, what you will do, first app main activate. So this is the one. Now activated. So everything is done. I will open the code base now. Mm, okay, fast step. Now I will create main.py. See, main.py is the main thing. Okay. Okay, this file has to be loaded as I said yesterday. Okay. So uh, now what I will do, import fast API. No, from fast API. So okay, we have created a virtual environment, right? We have to install some things. What are all the things we need to install? See, right now to starting with, let us install pip install only the fast API and only UVCon. Only these two we need. Okay. Pydantic, since they are already there with other environments, you can see, but Okay, pip install. You only focus on fast API and UVCon. Okay, rest things you can ignore. Only these two things you install in your local. Now main.py we have created. Now from fast API import fast API and let us create app. Let us create equal to app equal to fast API and here app dot get see if you have add only slash that will create a root method root page. Okay, I will create home and here I will return a JSON message where home page welcoming you. So yes, this is the root page. Now what are all the things we need to do? We need to run this app. Uvicon done. Click on this or you can copy this here. See, okay, no docs. See, I have not given anything here. See, this is coming means home page is displaying. Okay, this is called as route. Okay, uh, so what how the request response happens, those things you will do when you if you want to see the docs. Yeah, this here it's showing home, but instead of writing slash home also it is coming because um, see this is the one and the status code is 200 because if the slash is added, if you don't add it means this will considered as a home page. Means whenever the application loads, when you this thing root this thing this JSON message which it will be shown. Okay, I will show any example like Amazon.in. So this is the root page. Okay, so whenever if you want to visit, this is the root page. Like that, our root page will be this one. And how will you do this? This you writing this route. Okay, I can create multiple routes like this app.get. Now about, okay, there will be about page, assume it def about return about page welcoming you. Mm. Mm. Now reload it. See, if you want to go to about, you have to type about. See, about page welcoming you. If you want to see the docs, you can see the docs. Both are get request. Okay, both are get request. So this is the thing. These are all called as routes. You have successfully created your application and you are passed these things and all routes. See, no, see, you have imported this fast API from there. You can directly write routes in the main.py. The guys who have joined the yesterday's things now they might be following. See, this is the general API stuff starting. Instead of structuring those things, you can write everything in the main, and later on we will get to know one by one by one by one. Okay, now you I think you got these things. Please comment got it so that I will jump into the next topic called um, what are all default parameters, optional parameters, what is query parameter and all, everything we'll discuss one by one. Okay, so this is the part. Let us jump into the next thing. No one is there. Okay, got it. Okay, so next session. So now, what are all the things you should be knowing? You should be knowing about the postman, which is where we can test the APIs locally. So don't think that fast API Swagger is coming for all the framework will support. No. So for the framework who doesn't support means this like API testing means for those it is mandatory. They have to test those APIs using Postman tool only. So let me uh, here try to see Postman. It will be looking like this. Okay, API development all in one like this. This is the things. This is the tool which is used to test the APIs. Okay. Now let us see the what are all the path parameters and query parameters and all. See what is a query parameter. Okay, first we'll see the dynamic routes. Okay, dynamic dynamic routes, dynamic parameters and all how the things. Okay, let us see. Let us define another API app dot user slash users. Here you will be passing a user ID. Okay, user ID, and for that I will create get user, where the expecting will be user ID. And returning return what I will do, I will return the user ID which is already sent by them. Okay, this is the dynamic one. uh, Default if no user ID. Now this is the dynamic params. Okay, let us try to run this here. See user ID, and it is accepting anything. I will first I will try to see. I will pass here 100. Execute. So it will display 100. Okay, if you pass 200 it will display 200. So what if I don't pass anything, it should display anything, right? Means that comes under default params. Default params. Okay, that also will discuss. Dynamic means same action for different ID. It will you are hitting the same API. If you are finding it difficult here, means you can directly pass it on here users. See for users there is no route. Okay, not found it will show. If you pass an ID, then user 101. Okay, now 120, 120 like this. Because only users list page. No, it is expecting the second parameter. Okay, so first, at the first instance it showed not found, then when you pass the id it is showing. Correct? And okay, this is called as dynamic, sending the dynamic parameters. So based on the id, same action will be returned. If you have got it, then add a comment. We'll next introduce what things is default parameters. Yeah, next one we'll see what is the default parameter. Okay, so now default parameters. Okay, I will take another example where dot get uh, products. Oh, okay, products. And what I will be loading is the uh, products. Okay, and first default will load 10. Okay, so here equal to 10. And if you exclusive send the thing limit, I- okay. So now let's do things, do a trial and error. Okay, slash products not found expected, but that is not a default, right? One second, let us keep this like this, different. Now okay, yeah, see, default value you have kept. And okay, one second, no, yes, I will try it out. The response is like this. Let us try it out here. One second. Okay, one second. Let us ask. Okay. Then we are not getting right. Something is bad. Yeah, like Yeah, even I am expecting this to work. Mm, okay, I got this. So you have to add a slash here. See, small issues. Now, when you start working, when you start building, you will get to know one issue. So you have loaded this here. This is setting the default parameters. Means whenever you load these products, 10 products will be loaded automatically. Like when you load anything, right? So this is called as default parameters. Any doubts in dynamic parameters? Like dynamic value, sending the dynamic values, not dynamic parameters, dynamic values. So one request can handle any sending the dynamic value instead of about, like starting, right? um, so you can pass anything, same action, different based on the record number, not dynamic parameters, sorry, dynamic values. Okay. For that, the example is this one. So it is dynamic value parameters, and parameter with having dynamic value means different values. Next comes the query parameter. Query parameters means what? Here the existing one only. What happens if you want to send the limit apart from 10? 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. So one thing, yeah. So now come the query parameters. How you will pass these query parameters? Here only. So now there are products. Now there are products. Query parameter will be coming like this. Here where limit like 20, like 30 you are setting. Okay, like this you can pass. Now let us see how we can do that. The existing, there will be no changes with the API. We'll go to spec here only. See what will do here. Limit I will set to 30. You can see 30 now. So this is a query parameter. Okay. So in the real-time example, where the query parameters, suppose see you are filtering something. Okay, you are searching some user for functionality like search functionality. The query parameters are useful for search functionality. The query parameters are useful. Okay. So in these things, what we have understood means what are all the, like see how you are trying to building, these are all routes. Each routes means you are building a path. Like what is the route? Route is the URL path, right? Which you will add in the browser. URL path in the which has been added in the browser, in the browser. That is called as route. Okay. Yeah. So you have created a route. You have created a number of routes. This is a static route, and static which take only about page, dynamic with dynamic values, and you have seen the default parameters and also the query parameters. And how to test these APIs, what are all the tools can be used to test these APIs also you have seen. So what we'll do, we'll disconnect now here only. You guys practice now, and we'll again connect around 3:15. Again, we will discuss further, so that I will get to know like you guys are practicing. Okay. So you install only one thing, which is Fast API and UVCon, and try to do the setup everything. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Thank you guys. 3:15 again will continue, but you make this basic setup in your system. Okay, by seeing again 3, if not 3:15, 3:30, but maximum will connect. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you.